Hey guys, back with another Nightfall, Strange Terrain. This time, running Warlock, Arcsinge, Momentum, Heavyweight. I'm using the Midnight Coup, Mananan, Acrius, and for the gear, I'm going to use the Karnstein Armlets for the Warlock. Helps with meleeing, get your health back, primarily just for the boss fight at the end with all the Thrall. Gets really busy, especially that third phase. I did this run yesterday after my Striker Titan run, and I'm just getting to it today, putting it through the editor, and I'm watching it, and I see I had 2 deaths at the Ogre. I'm just cutting them out. I'm not going to bother running Stormcaller again. I'd rather do something else, spend my time at. I want to do a Dawnblade, grenades only, possibly. I'd rather spend all my time doing that than just making an absolute clean run. So just run past all the ads. I wouldn't bother sparrowing. You can make it sometimes, and sometimes you don't. That knight is just, it's unpredictable what he's going to do. You can kind of manipulate him a little bit, but it's not worth it. I recommend don't waste your grenade there, and once you get all the shooting ads down in this room, sometimes you get the cursed thrall that come up from the ground. Well, a grenade is good just to drop it on them, and it kind of clears them out. If you get the shielded knights that pop up from the ground, I don't kill them. I just kind of leave them and work around them. So I just take the time, shoot the shooting ads. I just find the strike, it's miserable. Those boomer knights, and I know I'm running arc, I know, but those boomer knights, regardless, if you're running any other element, it doesn't matter. They're just so devastating. It's so annoying. There's a million of them. Alright, so it's the shielded guys. I don't even bother with them. Just jump around. So I'm just kind of trying to get them separated from this guy here. And those knights, they move rather pretty quickly. So they're going to move faster than you think if you're going to leave them alive. And I just kind of showing that you can. But if they're the cursed thrall, once you get down the shooting ads, I always run to the back knight. And if it's the cursed thrall, in midair, I'll turn, drop a grenade on them, and then take out the knight, and allow the grenade to take out the cursed thrall. And if there's 1 or 2 left, that's no trouble. You can just shoot them down, and then go for the second knight. That's kind of in the middle area. Run past these guys. Now, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I shoot these knights down, I guess. You don't have to, you can just run past all these ads. But I seem to take the time to shoot them down. I think it's basically just muscle memory from our last strike. We just didn't know any better. This was a couple months ago that Strange Terrain was the Nightfall. It was our first time at it. Yeah, so you don't have to bother with any of these guys. Just run past them, go straight to the 4 knights that are in the center of the room, and then once you get down, once you're there for so much time, the wizard comes out regardless, but you want to try and get all 4 knights down as fast as possible, and that way you can just have full attention to the wizard. I really could have just taken the time just to reload at my gun and shot her again. But anyways, this is an option as well. I don't know how I pulled this one off with everything around me, but sometimes you get lucky. I felt lucky anyhow. I'm just trying to wait for that other one to jump down, line them up. Acrius will go through 2 to 3 ads because it over penetrates. Darcy would be a great weapon here if you were, you know, half decent at sniping. I would say Darcy would be a little safer. Running Arc Singe and Acrius and trying to shotgun everything is definitely the most dangerous way to go, but it also can be the, you know, it's, you're getting the job done by just, you know, potentially one-shotting the ads with Acrius. So now I'm just trying to collect some heavy. Almost kill myself. So once I get into the ogre room, I died leaving the ogre room. After I got down the ogre, I got pumped right in the whole hole, died, and you're screaming, and had to start over, and then I died again from a knight or something, and then I cut that out and started, you know, from here at this point again. So this is where I had to start over. So I have the ogres. You can get the shriekers or the ogres. If you have the ogres, just like this, go straight for them. They're one shot. And I get, again, lucky in here. I go around this rock, I pop a healing, and miss him. No rounds in the pipe. So I just take off running, just to get some health back. And I just spend a lot of Acrius rounds shooting ads as well. You do get a lot of heavy in this area. I have no idea what was shooting me. This is a really messy area for me. I think it was messy. So once you throw that second orb, that's going to spawn the second ogre, and that's where he spawns every time. So ideally I should have been right here through it and be ready for the ogre, get him down a little quicker. That way I had, you know, some distance in between him and I. It allowed him to come up, the ads to come out, so it was just, it can be done a little more efficient. Throw the orb on the other side and then be ready for that ogre. Yeah, good shot there, buddy. Oh my lord. I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know how many rounds I miss. So frustrating. I was just so frustrated with myself. Oh, my wife's home from work again. Yeah, I'm playing video games again. I know. So, if you have Acrius, okay, so I got to get this second orb thrown, and then I go straight for the ogre. You can two-shot him with Acrius. Again, I do another poor job on him, and it takes 3 rounds. But you can two-shot him if you get, like, he's got a massive head, and I think I missed it somehow. Like, I don't know if I was having a few drinks in me or what, but my god, it's just like, oh, it was far away. That's what it was. Okay. So there we go. I know it's not really a how-to, but you have to, you gotta experience it and just start working the room. Just keep moving, keep your momentum going. I have not done this with a sniper, but Acrius, it works. It's a little risky. So these first two phases in this boss room are not too bad. It's that last phase. So I'm just supering here just to try and throw some heavy bricks on the ground, because I do plan on putting Acrius rounds in the boss during, you know, his damage phases, just to kind of push the time a little quicker. You know, this is like the longest strike in the world.
That's our target. Noctis. Careful, Guardian. He's pulsing with soul fire.
I actually don't remember myself doing this fight yesterday. I honestly don't remember scouting him like this. I thought I was... okay. Maybe I'm going up to shoot him now with this. So I'm just trying to see what his patterns are, kind of, just to see if he'll... So it seems like he's doing 5 shots of his little sunburst, and then he'll stop for a second. That's what I kind of banked on. Now, if you don't have Midnight Coop, I mean, you can do it without it, of course. Better Devils. Midnight Coop just gives you 2 really added benefits, and that's being able to run a little quicker because it has lightweight, and the precision kill outlaw reload speed. It is an excellent weapon for this area for sure. So it gets real busy, and you just keep running around, keep spreading them out. You just literally got to do your best. Now, I could have thrown a grenade, but, you know, I don't. But if you do this back and forth business, just like this, back and forth, seems to work. The enemies, I find the enemies in this strike, they'll look at you, they'll go, you know, they'll shoot at you, and they go behind cover so much quicker than any other strike that we have, I find. They're actually really good enemies in that regard. And I find if you're shooting and they go behind cover and you're waiting and you're like, oh, they're gone. Soon as you hit your reload button, they pop back out. That's what I find so excruciatingly aggravating in this strike, is that soon as you think you can reload, they pop their heads out. So I almost go down there. Again, you need luck sometimes. There's that knight and his auto rocket launching blast gun. So now I'm just running past the boss in front where they has those 2 banks. Just kind of helps. And if you wait behind that rock, that's exactly what I was doing. I was just waiting behind that rock. Now there's 2 void snipers up there. They gotta go. Now I thought that sound was the ring of fire, where he's going to summon enemies, but he doesn't. It's just a regular thrall coming out. So he starts moving around. Great showmanship of shooting there. Alright, so that's what I thought was happening at first, but then he does it there. See the ads, they go behind cover so fast. That's what that's it's hard in the head. That's what it is. Hard in the head when you're used to, you know. See, they go behind cover. Go behind cover. Can't blame them. That's my little boy. So I just really want to put some Acrius in him. Oh, he really surprised me there. I lost sight of him. So I know this part is when the wizards come out. There's going to be this audible sound. And then I go straight over to the other side for the other wizard. Now that there's going to be a knight comes right out. And he throws me way up in the air. Because that's real. That's real. Well, you just keep moving around. Keep moving around. See, I'm getting my health back every time I do a melee with those gloves. I don't understand how you can whiff a melee when they're in your face. I don't get that. Oh, I just not into the strike at all. So painful. So just do a little head check. He'll come to you. Now you gotta run to the other side, and then you gotta go to this, and then you gotta shoot the boss, and then you can kill the ads, and then you gotta do it like 1,000 times. That's what is so annoying. Just keep moving. Now I hesitated for a second, but I went for it, and probably shouldn't have. I should have waited till he comes closer to one of those pillars before you go out and try and shotgun him. See, that's a more viable situation where I just kind of wait behind that pillar and he started moving in. That's a little better of a scenario than doing what I did previous. So I thought he was going to move in, but he moves back a little bit. It's pretty dangerous. But when you're able to get momentum procced and you go in like that, it's a little, you know, a little more doable. So it gets really hectic, I find. This is a tough phase to deal with. Now you get the knights, but there's those gloves and momentum. You know, they're going to help out. Don't pick up the ball with everything there. Just keep moving around. Just keep cycling. Now I thought about going for that knight, but I didn't know where the boss was, and I just kind of, you know, decided not to bother. Just trying to clear out those shooting ads. And then I wait till I get behind cover before I shoot the thrall. Now I gotta get that knight down. Now I should not have done what I just did. I should have went straight for the knight rather than go around the rock and give the boss time to catch up. So I'm waiting. I'm trying to bait the boss up to the top part. Go get this orb. And I have to see his health to see if this is the end of it. Yeah, I think this is the end. Yeah, this is the end here. So I'm trying to get ads at the same time just so I don't get pinched. I could have went for a third shotgun round. But, you know, I made that decision. I had to live with it. So that's it. Not a smooth, clean run, but thanks for watching. And I'm going to try and do something that's even harder. Okay. Thank you, gang. Talk to you later.